Hello, my name is Juri Love. So today I want to go on live and wanted to share some experiences that I had from 48-hour film project. So I am currently in Nashville, Tennessee, for my son's um, trip to Civil Air Patrol. So I'm just staying at the hotel, but waiting for his encampment to be over. But today was a very exciting day because um, this was my sixth times participating in 48-hour film project, and today we had a premiere and in Providence, Rhode Island. However, I'm in Tennessee. My team members were texting me and calling me and how excited they were, and I saw Providence 48-hour film project Facebook page, some updates and stuff. So it's been very exciting, and I just wanted to share some of the filmmakers that are out there who might be interested in participating in 48-hour film project. So first of all, I heard about the 48-hour film project back in 2020, right before the COVID shut us down. I was making a short film, my first short film called Sweet Wind, and written by Paul Kandarian, brilliant actor and writer, director. And one of our DP, Harrison, told me about the 48-hour film project. And basically, you make a film in 48 hours. And it's very intense, but it's really thrilling. So one of the things that you can do prior to the 48-hour film project is to lock the location and then lock the actors and get a permission and get a release. It's ton of paperwork, and if you don't do the paperwork, you get disqualified. And there's so many elements that you get disqualified for. First of all, the 48-hour film project is worldwide filmmaking competition, and it's super thrilling. And if you go to 48-hour film project, I think .com or .org, I think .com, you see all the cities participating. So I don't know, wherever you live, you can participate. Usually the registration fee is early bird special is like 150 to right up to the weekend of the 48, wherever it's hosting is maybe 180 or so. So anyways, my first time was kind of during the COVID, so we did all the virtual screening and then all the virtual genre pickup. So there are so many genres to choose from, and then feel free to comment here if you have any questions about the 48-hour film project. So you have so many genres to choose from that you don't know of until Friday, 7 p.m. And basically you register your team, you register yourself, and first year I started was, so you get two genres, and I got coming of age or sci-fi, and you get to combine two, or you get to choose one, but you have to use one of the genre that you were given. So you never know until the kickoff event on Friday at 6 o'clock. And then all the teams, I did 5 Boston 48-hour film project, and I just did one in Providence 48-hour film project, which by the way, tomorrow at Avon Theater in Providence and Thayer Street, we have 48-hour film project screening for group 2 remaining group C and group P. So if you're in area in Providence, Rhode Island, check out 6:30 and 8:30 p.m. The virtual tickets available as well, and you get to vote 3 of your favorite 48-hour film project. That basically you get either Audience Choice Award or Top 16, and if you get chosen to the Top 16, you go to award ceremony and different sets of screening, and if you win the whole city, um, say for instance, if you participate, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now, but I don't know, Boston for instance, hi, if you win the Boston and top film will be entered to Cannes Film Festival in France. So it's super exciting and people take it very serious. So let me go back to how it works. So you register your team, and then you can be as a team leader, or you can be as a participant, actor, crew, composer, drone operator, special effect, etc. Um, do you speak English? Yes, I do speak English. But anyways, do you hear me? I think maybe I should take this off. I don't know. So I don't know if it's better. But anyways, so what happens is when you enter your team, and then you get your genres on Friday. So first year, again, I got coming of age or sci-fi, and then the second year, I think I got 1 year I got medical doctor, and then 1 year I got like a Joker card, which you can choose. I think my director chose horror, and then last time it was mockumentary or climate film, and my director writer chose climate film. And the Providence one we just did in June, we got suspense and thriller or suspense, or body film. So again, you get two genres assigned. And then Providence one was cool because they have this rotating thing that you pick the ball. So that was really cool. And then so what happens is you cannot write, you cannot shoot until Friday 7 p.m. and you have to submit the film by Sunday 7:30 p.m. and you can start uploading the film. The timestamp that you get on the dashboard, as long as it's 7:29 p.m., 59 seconds, you will be qualified. But if you're late, then you get disqualified. However, you get to go to the screening, and then you might win the Audience Choice Award. So those are the rules. So the fun thing about 48-hour film project, obviously you get to do a lot of creative things, but also there are 3 elements that you have to do. So one is character. So each film project, they give you the character, and then the prop, and then also line. So for instance, the last Providence film project, the character, the mandated character was either Trish or Trevor Hugoson Planner, and the prop was sunglasses, and then the line was, wow, it's hot. So if you don't have those elements, line, character, and prop, you get disqualified. I mean, the film has to be 47 minutes, excluding credits. The title card has to be black 5 seconds, and the 48-hour film project title card, and the city, location, date, and then 2 seconds black, and then the film starts. And again, if you don't upload by Sunday 7:30 p.m., you get disqualified. And you need to have so much paperwork, such as release from every actor and crew, which is pain in the neck, and you need to have a location permission. So last 2 film projects, 48-hour film project, we shot at Airbnb. So we had to get in touch with the Airbnb owner and then get the permission from that. And then if you're shooting at town property or like something, you have to go to town hall to get permission. So you can do that private too. And then also you have to upload music material say I'm a composer. So each song that I composed during the 48-hour film project, right away you can't create the music for, and then you have to have license permission if you're using somebody else's music, obviously. And then material. So for instance, we made this detective badge that our DP slash editor and then prop maker, we have to like write what we made. For instance, last Providence 48, I had to make kind of like a screenshot of the song that I made that one of the actors was dancing to. So you have to write who made it and how you made it, and then upload it on the dashboard. So again, it's ton of paperwork, and then if you don't have all this paperwork, you get disqualified. So today was exciting because at Avon Theater in Providence, it was really amazing that we were able to screen. And again, the screening, you can do any even if you are late, you can do screening, and then but you wouldn't be considered for the top 16. So anyways, those are the basics. And then again, a lot of information that you can find on 48-hour film project, and then you can find the city that's hosting. So it's all over the worldwide competition. And then I participated as a leader for 6 times, and it's been super fun. And then I had worked with great people, so it's wonderful. So anyways, if you're interested in participating, you go to 48-hour film project website and then register your team. But again, my highest recommendation is to find actors, crew, obviously, and the location, and then lock. But in my experience, sometimes things happen, the show must go on. So, you know, sometimes people may not show up, and then, you know, things happen. And then again, you have to write the screen, like the film, 47 minutes, and have to have the elements. So 1 year was pizza box, and then she said that was a lie, and then tattoo artist. And then, so you don't get the elements until Friday, right before 7 p.m. So everybody kind of had to stay. And it was interesting because Providence 48-hour film project, it was my first time going in-person kickoff event, which was exciting because you get to meet a lot of different filmmakers. And my third year, yes, I think first year, you can watch some of the film that I made on my channel. But first year was kind of a virtual screening. Second year was hybrid, and third year was in person. But I remember first 2 years we made it to top 16, so that was exciting. And we got some awards, like best title, and then I got nominated for best song, original song. And also my second or third year, I got a grand prize from Women in Film Video New England, which is a nonprofit to support female filmmakers. And then it was fantastic because I got grand prize, and then I got $250 gift certificate and membership to Women in Film Video New England. Let me see what it says. You are from wow. Okay, thank you. So I was just reading some comments here. Thank you so much. So anyways, if you have any questions about 48-hour film project, please do comment. But I highly recommend this competition because, again, everybody gets to go to the screening, and then especially as a composer myself, it's such a thrill to hear your music from the big speaker. And then I went to Berkeley College of Music, and I've been a musician for all my life. And basically, like, to make film, produce a film, and get to compose like on the spot, and then match it up with the acting. And then when you go to screening and you hear your music, especially like a bass, when you are composing the music and then hearing it from the headphone, like, it sounds good, but it's very different when you go see the film that you made and hear your music from the speaker. And at one time I was teaching filmmaking masterclass to homeschoolers, and then they made a really great quick black and white film, and I helped to make a music, and then we got to do film screening. And I was shocked because they had this sub speaker, and then I heard my music loud, and then like the whole place was like vibrating with the bass, the music that I made. So that was exciting. So anyways, for the 48-hour film project, so far the Boston one, last time in May, this year May, there were about 73 teams participated, and then we didn't make it to the top 16, but that's okay. But you get to go see the screening, the group A, B, C, D, etc. And the caliber of the filmmakers in Boston are just incredible, super top notch, beautiful. It blew my mind how people can make film in 48 hours, and the storytelling, cinematography, location, music, it's really mind-blowing. And it's wonderful to see the passion in filmmaking. And again, like, as a producer, I acted once, one of the film that I acted, but I said no, I can't. Like, I do acting, but it's just too much going on. And my greatest suggestion for the 48-hour film project is really try to not go to way too many locations. So 1 year, even if you switch from one location to another location, you just have to move all equipment and crew, and that's really time consuming. Because I am not talking about other films that I made, I'm only talking about the 48-hour film project. The time is really important, obviously. So the main focus, really the most time consuming part of it, is to obviously download the film. If you have the sound person, to match the audio, color, and editing takes the most time. So, you know, you get the genre on Friday, you start writing at 7 p.m. I think some teams start to maybe shoot the Friday night, but then usually, like my case was that the writer would write, and then we start to shoot like 8:30, 9 a.m. on Saturday. But again, like, utilize the time, and then if you wrap like say 4:35 p.m. on Saturday, then you can start downloading the film and then match the audio, and then the editor can start editing. And my greatest advice for 48-hour film project is, since you are not going to be editing the footages until you shoot the scene, the title part of it and end credit part of it, you can prepare it. So my strategy for the latest 48-hour film project, which was the Providence one, I had asked my DP and editor to start working on the title card and the end credit while the writer is writing, because again the rule is you cannot write, you cannot shoot until Friday 7 p.m. So if you violate that, you get disqualified. So immediately 7 p.m. Friday time started, I asked the DP and editor to please start working on the title card, which is again 5 seconds black, and then the 48-hour logo, and then the city and date. So if you're participating in Providence, you have to write this film was made in Providence and the date, and then productions team name, and then 2 seconds black, and then the film starts, and then the end credit again. So my strategy is, say you have crew, cast, you already know that. So but then the only thing you don't know yet at that point is the character's name, so you can make it blank, but all the crew would be the same. And then if somebody, for instance, I had a PA who got sick and he couldn't come, so I omitted. But then basically those are the things that you can do. And then again, you don't know the genre, so some actors stressed about wardrobe. So, but you might get Western, you might get musical theater, you might get tear jerking, and then you again never know, medical doctor. But then as soon as you get the genre, you know, you kind of can help out bringing the props and stuff. But my success of the Providence and Boston 48 is that I would say finding a really good crew and cast, because it gets really intense, and then you cannot have somebody who is micromanaging and not great at teamwork. So I think finding good crew and cast are important. And then the interesting thing is, because 48-hour film project is very popular, there are a list of people who want to participate but couldn't find a team. So sometimes hey, I want to participate in your team, but I'm not sure because I've never met that person, that if the chemistry is right. And I don't know, it's a risk. But I would say that I've had like really big crew, like which is about like 25 people, and then also I had a crew of like 9, and I would say it's easier to manage smaller crew and cast. And also this year's Providence 48, I didn't have PA, but all the actors pitched in as PA, and that was production assistant, and that was so amazing, because at the end of the day, all the actors, I'm an actor myself, we know what we're doing, kind of, so that when we don't have something to do, which we do, but you know, I asked ahead of time that can you please help as a PA, and then everybody agreed on that. So that was beautiful. Everybody pitched in as either, you know, script supervisor, prop, setting, people are so on top of everything. And the funny story from Providence 48 that we just did was one of the character was touched by this monster-ish, and then she touches the main character's brain, and then the brain melts and he dies in the movie. And then the script says he vomits like the white thing, so I was asked to buy on the spot like flour and milk to make this mixture, but I said the actor who has to spit out this thing has a gluten allergy, so I said no, we can't do that. So I bought Crafty for crew, and it had this vegetable spread, and then there was a ranch dressing in the middle. So I said, oh my gosh, how about this? So we thinned that with the water and then asked the actors to put it in his mouth, and then he like vomited it, and then that came out amazing. And last year's 48-hour film project, we needed to make blood, but we were in the middle of Cape Cod, and then the stores were like kind of full, and then we didn't have much time. We did 3 locations, one in house, one at the golf course, and then one at how do you say pottery store. Hello, pottery store. Hi Ruby, pottery store. So then between the golf club and the house, we realized that we need a fake blood. So one of the actors, hey, we can go to Party City or something, and then we had lunch. I got Thai food for everybody, so I said, wait a minute, I think I can make fake blood. So I used the sticky sauce from the crispy spring roll, and then I asked my makeup artist to put red eyeshadow and a little bit black to the sticky sauce. So we mixed it, and then we put it all over, and that looked real. So sometimes like corn syrup and then the food color works, but you can improvise with like a sticky thing. And edible. One year I think we made fake blood with chocolate and strawberry sauce that smelled yummy. And then we used a pink blush, and then just like I used a little bit of blood. So you can definitely be creative. So filmmaking, I've never studied, but I've made a lot of films, including the feature film and short film, and I've been in big movies as well. So I've seen indie film, I've seen Marvel. I worked on Shang-Chi and Madam Web, and then Don't Look Up, and I've seen big budget film, and then I've done like no budget film. But at the end of the day, all the knowledge come together, and then the teamwork is great. And I'm sorry I missed the Providence 48-hour film project screening because I'm in Nashville right now. But I'm so grateful for our team for reaching out to me and then saying that they missed me, and then I'm crossing my fingers that we will make it to the top 16 for Providence 48-hour film project this year, so that I get to see the film that we made, and I get to hear the music that I created. So by the way, I made really scary music for the end credit, and then the climax scene I used GarageBand. My director writer kind of played the music that he wanted, so I was like, okay. So I went back to the location, and then I put my M audio. I have 88 keys M audio, and I used piano and then strings and then flute, and just drum sound, and then I made it on the spot, and it matched so perfectly. Like I was so proud. And I made like a love song that's supposed to play during 2 characters are driving, and I made kind of like R&B song that one of the characters supposed to be drunk and then dancing to it. So I made that, and in credits, so I probably made 4 original songs for the 3 to 7 minutes film. So I can't wait to show it, share it. So another rule is when you make the film for 48-hour film project, you cannot share it until the screening is over. So if you upload it on YouTube, etc., or social, you cannot share until the screening. If you did, you'll be disqualified. So don't do that. And then I've seen some team do that and they get disqualified. So it's not worth it. just wait until your screening is over and you can share it. And then um, again, 48-hour film project is such a different animal than any other filmmaking experience. It's intense, but it's really incredible to do Q&A and get to interact with other directors and producers. So last year, oh no, not last year, last time when I did the Boston 48-hour film project, the screening was at the Somerville Theater in Cambridge. Yeah, Somerville Theater in Somerville, Cambridge, Massachusetts. So it was really interesting because one of the filmmaker, one of the team was assigned to musical theater genre, and then they came up with original song about horse, but a lot of F word, and it was like very interesting. And then some of the younger generations, their special effects and AI usage of the film was just mind blowing. And there's one of the film that actors actually went in the water in the middle of the night at the cold. It was just, oh my gosh, this is such a commitment. And one the prop requirement was toothbrush. And toothbrush, we used it last May film project when our first character was brushing his teeth, and then one of the filmmaker, the film that I saw, they were like apocalypse kind of film, and they found the toothbrush in the ocean, stuck in the sand. So the screen was like this, and then she put it in the ocean and started to brush her teeth, and then my actors were like, oh my gosh, bless her soul, like gross. But anyways, it was very interesting. And my first year, I still remember, it was just brilliant. That I think it was like a horror genre, but I remember a guy, so it was a shot that was like the camera was set on the ground like this, and then it's like a wide shot, but the guy was like dead, and then the balloon was the required prop. So what happened was, it looked like the balloon, like observed from the sky, came like 20 balloons came from the sky, and then went into his body and melted inside of his body. It was so brilliant. And I found out later on that was the technique. So the guy, the actor, was basically on the ground, and then the DP was on the ground shot, like eye level, but the wide shot. And then he released like 20 balloons, like lying down like this. And then so when you do that with the wide shot, post-production, they basically slow it down and reversed. So however he released the balloon like this, it looked like it was coming from the sky, and it observed and it reversed and slow. Gorgeous, like amazing. So anyways, those are some of the things I have witnessed, the brilliance of filmmakers, and even in 48-hour time pressure, like people are so creative. And like one of the drone shot, I remember the first year, it was like a family. Father was the DP, mother was the actor. All of his children were killed by the mom in the horror film genre. They won the whole thing. And they had this farm property and the animals with the drone. So again, the balloon was the prop, required prop. They had this huge farm and drone shot from the sky, and they released the balloon. It was so gorgeous, and you get like, even when I'm thinking about it, like I get body chills, because how do you even like come up with this idea? And It was really awesome. And then for the Boston 48 that we did, it was really good. We had a climate film, and then the last scene, one of the actors has to run in high heel, like amazing. She is a former pro boxer, Amy Wade, and Amy was so kind that she said she has been wanting to work with me for the past 3 years. So it was such a blessing to work with her. But she had to run in the bush in high heel. She looked fantastic. And this was the Airbnb property that they had this amazing creek, so that we were able to use the creek as the last scene of the movie. And then some of the regret that I had, because it's such a fast pace, and then we had a sound person, but then the pack that they had, this antenna of the pack was sticking out from his pants, and I didn't catch that. And then when you see the film, and if you freeze it, you can see the antenna sticking out. I'm walking around because I'm trying to find a place that is not so loud, but I think it's pretty loud. So anyways, the point of this live video was because I was way too excited about the premiere. However, I couldn't participate in person. I'm really faithful. By the way, this is a beautiful view of Nashville, Tennessee, and I had Edley's EDLEY's barbecue today. One of my friends who lives here told me Martins and Edley's are really good at really good barbecue place. So I went there and it was fantastic. So anyways, I hope that the Providence 48 screening went well. The picture looked great, and I'm definitely planning to upload it. Now I'm eligible to upload. But overall, I highly recommend you, if you're a filmmaker, to participate in 48-hour film project wherever the city you are in. And again, the golden prize, if you win the whole city, your film is going to be submitted for Cannes Film Festival in France. So that's huge reward, an amazing opportunity. And overall, again, I did 6 48-hour film projects, and I had so much fun, and I learned so much. And again, like, it's super fast and then super intense. And especially my mistake was that I didn't do the end credit. Like, last 48-hour film project in May was so close. I think we uploaded film like 7:20 or 7:18 p.m. or something, but you have to upload film 7:29 p.m. on Sunday. So it was close. But again, you can upload the film, like upload on the dashboard, and then it takes a while for the film to be the file to be uploaded. But as long as you have the timestamp before 7:29 p.m., you are qualified. So that's one thing. And another thing, interesting topic about location permission. So my advice definitely is to negotiate. If you're shooting at Airbnb, prior to booking Airbnb, talk to the owner, make sure you disclose that you're making the film, and then see if they can send you the location release form, because otherwise you'll be disqualified. So there are a lot of rules, but one of the things that was mentioned during the 48 was that you need permission for, like, say, boat scene or car scene, like if you're shooting, but that's impossible. So I, as a journalist too, fought for it, and then found this interesting article and a sentence about Amendment 1, which is freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of speech. The press part, because I'm a journalist and I've covered many, like even controversial stories like homicide, opioid, that I was at the scene and then taking a photo, and then that's kind of controversial, but my boss always encourages me, you are protected under Amendment 1, freedom of press, so that I said, hey, if you're shooting in public road, that Amendment 1 should protect us filmmakers to not have to submit the paperwork, the location permission, because if you're driving here and then shooting and actors in a car, and then you see the street go by like that, one of the, say example, where I live, there's a road that from here, literally, like say this one for example, from here to here, one is a town property, one is a town road, but one is a state road. So does that mean I have to get a permission from state and permission from the town to shoot the driving scene? And that is kind of impossible. So I said to the city producer, hey, I think we can get away with this because we are protected under Amendment 1, and sure enough that the US Supreme Court for filming in public place, that should be protected by Amendment 1. So that's a relief, because we had this drone shot of the lake, and the lake could be owned by like maybe 10 different households, and it's impossible to get consensus and then or permission from everyone. So that was my argument, and I won that. So I'm very proud. And again, 48-hour film project is rewarding, fun. Past 48-hour film project, I edited on iMovie and I cut out the title card after the screening is over, and I submitted to maybe 10 different film festivals, and then we got official selection in a film festival in Uruguay film festival. So it was so exciting. So I submitted last film project, 48-hour film project in May, to 5 different film festivals, one in Australia, one in Austria, one in Morocco, one in France, one in somewhere else. So fingers crossed that we may get some selection. Oh my gosh, what is that bike? It's like electric bike. I don't know how people rent. I've seen it. You have to be 18 years old and up to use that. It's cute. So anyways, that's my life about 48-hour film project, and I hope this long talk about 48, obviously I'm passionate about it, is helpful. I've been meaning to maybe write a blog about it or something, and then I'm also asked to be a judge for one of the film projects in the future. So I'm super honored. And then again, I just want to shout out to Women in Film Video New England, who gave me an opportunity to be the grand prize of Best Female Producer a couple of years ago. And they gave me the membership, and then now expand my horizon at meeting different female director, producer, writer, male included, but mainly women, really game changers in the film industry that I never otherwise would have met. So I want to shout out for Women in Film Video New England, and they have a website as well. So hopefully this pep talk about 48-hour film project can inspire you and is helpful for future participant, or if you had participated as well. I am so proud of our team and so proud of the film that we made. The title of the film for the Providence 48 is called The Stoneflies. So check it out when I upload it. Very, very happy.